Hello, I'm Chris Menard. I have a great video. If you have a Microsoft 365 Copilot license and you're using Microsoft Teams, how you can use Copilot to ask questions about the meeting and even get recaps and ask questions after the meeting. So, a few requirements. One, you have to have an M365 Copilot license. I do not believe that the Copilot Pro, which is the $20 license, will work. You need the $30 license. Item two, and it's good news, if you want to use Copilot in your Teams meeting, it has to be a meeting that your tenant or your company or organization is hosting. So if someone invites me to one of their meetings, even though I've got a Copilot license and they do everything they need to do, I'm going to get an error message. And here's the error message that I'll get on the screen right now because it's not my company or my tenant meeting. Another great feature, you do not have to be the meeting organizer. It still just needs to be your company meeting. You can be a presenter, still need your Copilot license for this to work. You can always spot if you have the Copilot license in a Teams meeting because it says Copilot up here. Another feature, transcription must be turned on. You don't have to turn on the recording. You do have to turn on the transcription, but there are advantages of turning on the recording. I'll talk about those in just a second. So, just to show you this meeting, if I go to people, Carol Wilson is the meeting organizer. I work with Carol at the same company, so I'm called a presenter. If we had people from other companies in this meeting, one, they're not going to be able to get to the recording, they can't get to the transcription, and they cannot use Copilot if they have a license. They will see that we're recording and they will see that we've turned on transcription, just to be clear about that. So let me go ahead and use Copilot in this meeting. If I just click Copilot, I'm going to get a warning message. Transcription is required to get help. So I got two options. I could hit start. That would start just the transcription. But if you want to go another way, you can go to more, click on record and transcribe, and there's start recording. If you start recording, the transcription will come with the recording, but there is just start transcription. I'm going to do the recording because afterwards I might want to do an audio recap, which is a fairly new feature, and I could have this in a podcast style to listen to afterwards. I'm going to click start recording, pick a language. I'm going to confirm. Everyone that is in this meeting, including people from outside my company, just got this message that recording has started, just so you know this. Now Copilot is going to work, but I need to give Copilot some material to work with. So I'm just going to start making up something, and then I'll swap over, and then I'm going to act like I'm Carol and say some stuff for Carol, and we'll keep using Copilot. So we're going to discuss next year's budget. We're preparing it right now. We expect that total revenue will go up by 4%, and we're actually going to have a decrease in our expenses of 1.5%. Some of the actual numbers we have is that for quarter two, our travel and entertainment was 1.2 million. Payroll was 2.65 million. And we will discuss the 2026 budget. And we're also going to have an update about our 2027 and 2028 conference locations during this meeting, because that is a big portion of our budget. Let's try some Copilot now. Copilot, what was the travel budget? By the way, one of my favorite features is when I'm late to a meeting or one meeting ran over and I pop into a meeting, I'll tell Copilot to summarize this meeting. The travel and entertainment budget for quarter two was 1.2. It's got a number by it. It's telling me who said that and where it is in the transcript, just so you know that. Another great feature about Copilot that I need to mention. Doesn't matter if everyone has a Copilot use license or just a few people. Once you're able to use Copilot like I'm doing right now, no one sees what I am doing on these prompts. These prompts are for me and me only. No one sees what questions I'm asking. No one sees the answers that Copilot is giving me. By the way, Copilot will also give you prompts. Down in the bottom right, I see a few prompts. I'm going to click on recap meeting so far. I believe those percentages are right. I can't remember, but I believe I said 4% increase and a 1.5% decrease. That sounds right. 2.65 million. I know I said that for payroll. So this is looking really good. You could, if you wanted to, copy this and share this with everyone in the chat. Even people outside your company would see this in the chat if you have that feature turned on, which usually is turned on by default. Let me go and swap over quickly, and I'm going to have Carol Wilson just say a few items, and I'll ask Copilot about what Carol said.
Hey, it's actually Chris on Act Like Carol Wilson. I wanted to let everyone know that with your weekly selling, we're having a figure of conferences. One conference, the spring conference, we're thinking of having that up in Boston. And then our fall conference, which is a little bit bigger than the spring. We're looking at going for Nashville, Tennessee. Would have also considered possibly Myrtle Creek. Still the bus to Boston to get us the president for fall 2027. With 2028, we're just going to do one conference. We want to invite everyone. And that one is Scottsdale, Arizona, to see that conference.
All right. Carol Wilson, I know she says something because I was Carol Wilson. So let me go and turn on Copilot. And Copilot, by the way, remembers what I've been doing. I just asked Copilot, where's the conference for fall 2027? And the fall conference for 2027 is planned for Boston, with Nashville, Tennessee, and Myrtle Beach also considered, but Boston is confirmed. I mouse over that, and that was Carol Wilson. And again, it's referencing in the transcript where that is. Another great note about Copilot, now that you see that it's working, if for some reason someone comes up here and says, hey, we are going to turn off the recording, I'm going to hit stop recording just to show you this. It stops both the recording and the transcription. And again, everyone in the meeting gets notified. Absolutely everyone gets notified. Come back to Copilot now. It's going to say, hey, I can't work on this now. What was recorded or transcribed, I can use Copilot after a meeting. I just want to be clear about this. After the meeting, you can use Copilot. One of the advantages of recording and transcribing is if you record, you get chapters and topic markers in your recording. You get speaker timelines. I can quickly see when Carol was speaking. If I actually want to go back and listen to what she said again, I could do that. And the third item is the new one. You get what is called an audio recap. It's a podcast style of the meeting. Again, only works with recording. So let's just take a look at Copilot after the meeting. This meeting is over. Multiple ways to pull up the meeting afterwards. I could go to my calendar, but here I am. There was a chat going on, so here's chats. Click on chats. There is the video. Real quick note about the video. If you are the company that scheduled the meeting, the recording, the transcription, we already talked about this. The other company, even though they saw that you did it, including the video, they cannot access this recording. They can't access any notes that are taken on the notes tab at the top. So the meeting organizer is the person that would have to share this recording if you wanted to share with the people outside your company. Up at the top here, we've got the recap also up here. Here's where Carol spoke. That's one reason I do like the recording here. Here is the transcription of the meeting right here. I can search that. Here is my audio recap of the meeting. I'll click on that in just 1 second. But if I come and select Copilot over here to the right, here is my Copilot information again. There's what I typed in earlier. I told Copilot to summarize this meeting because now the meeting is completely done. And there is my summary there that I could share with everyone else. I'm going to select the audio recap. That should jump me to the Meet tab over to the far left. And it does. There is Meet. There is the meeting we just had. You can change this right here. And then you have 3 different styles for recaps. I'll put a description of each one of these, a little more description than what I'm seeing here. But this is also a great feature for your audio recap. And this is a fairly new, then I would select generate at the bottom. One more item I do want to mention, I'm going to cover a different video on this. The Copilot is for each user after all the requirements are met. There is also a feature inside of Microsoft Teams meeting called Facilitator. The big difference is this: when Facilitator is turned on, everyone is seeing the exact same meeting notes, including people that do not have a Copilot license. But again, only people in your organization, if it's your meeting, would see it. People outside would not. But Facilitator is also a great feature, and it takes meeting notes automatically without me having to do anything with Copilot. And in case you're wondering, can I use Facilitator and can I use Copilot? The answer is yes, you can. Thank you so much for your time. My training is available for Microsoft Teams Online, including Excel, Copilot training, and OneNote training. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.